Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something very simple. When life throws a problem at you, what's the first thing you say? Do you sigh and say, "Not again"? Do you complain, "Why me"? Or do you stop, smile just a little, and whisper to yourself, "All right, here's my opportunity"? Most of us don't do that, do we? But here's the truth. Every problem carries within it an opportunity. It doesn't always shine. Sometimes it looks messy, frustrating, painful. But if you shift your perspective, if you look deeper, you'll find a chance to learn, to grow, and sometimes to transform the world. And that's the lesson I want to share with you today. See problems as opportunities. Story 1. The Teenagers and the Traffic Problem. Let me take you back to Seattle in the early 1970s. Two teenagers, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, were fascinated with computers. Not the sleek laptops we know today, but big, clunky machines with blinking lights and endless lines of code. Now, at that time, the city had a problem. Traffic jams. Cars were piling up on the roads, and officials didn't know how to manage the data. Most people saw frustration. Most people complained. But Bill and Paul, they saw an opportunity. They thought, what if we write a program to analyze the data? And that's what they did. Two teenagers created a traffic analyzer, and the city paid them $20,000 for it. Two teenagers turning a city's problem into their opportunity. What does that tell us? That problems are never just problems. They are hidden chances if you have the eyes to see them.
Here's the truth. The problem is not the problem. The problem is how you look at the problem. If you see it as a burden, it will crush you. But if you see it as an opportunity, it can raise you higher than you ever imagined. Story 2. The Impossible Computer Problem. Fast forward to 1975. Computers are massive, expensive, and intimidating. They're locked away in universities and corporations. Ordinary people don't touch them. That's the problem. Most experts said computers are too impractical for everyday people. But Bill Gates and Paul Allen saw something different. They said, wait a minute, what if we could make software that makes computers simple? What if every student, every office, every home could use one? That idea, born from a problem, became Microsoft. Think about that for a moment. The problem was computers were too complicated. The opportunity was create software to make them accessible. And today, we don't just have computers on our desks, we carry them in our pockets. It all began with a problem that looked impossible until someone chose to see it as an opportunity. Transition, bringing it home. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. That's nice for Bill Gates, but what about me? I don't run a billion-dollar company. And you're right, most of us don't. But here's the beauty of this lesson. You don't need billions of dollars to see problems as opportunities. You just need a shift in mindset.
Story 3. Global Problems, Global Opportunities. Let's go forward to the year 2000. Bill Gates was already the richest man on Earth. He could have retired, bought islands, sailed yachts, played golf every day. But instead, he looked around the world and he saw problems. Millions of children dying from malaria, families without clean water, communities devastated by diseases most wealthy nations ignored. Most people turned away. Bill didn't. He asked, what's the opportunity here?
How can we use wealth, science, and innovation to save lives? That question became the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And because of their work, millions of lives have been saved. Millions of children are alive today who otherwise wouldn't be. Once again, the world's greatest problems became the world's greatest opportunities. Everyday life examples, but let's make it real for you and me. Got a bad grade in school? That's not failure. That's the opportunity to learn better. Lost your job? Painful, yes, but maybe it's the opportunity to find a career you love. Facing conflict in a relationship? That's the opportunity to grow in patience and communication. Stuck in traffic? Even that's an opportunity. Maybe to reflect, to listen to a podcast, or simply to breathe. Big or small, the principle is the same. The opportunity hides inside the problem.
Practical steps. How to train your mindset. So how do we train ourselves to think this way? Let me give you 5 steps. Pause before reacting. Don't let frustration take over. Problems feel urgent, but they rarely need an instant emotional reaction. Ask the right question. Instead of, why me? Ask, what's the opportunity here? Or, what can I learn? Break it down. Big problems look overwhelming, but every mountain is climbed one step at a time. Look for hidden gifts. Some problems are blessings in disguise. A rejection letter today may redirect you to your true calling tomorrow. Take action. Don't just think, move. Opportunities reveal themselves when you try. So let me ask you right now, what problem are you facing today? Is it money? Is it work? Is it family? Is it your health? Whatever it is, pause and ask yourself, what opportunity might be hiding inside this problem? Life will never be problem-free, and you wouldn't want it to be. Because problems are not punishments. They are possibilities. They are opportunities in disguise. So the next time life gets tough, don't run, don't complain, don't break down. Instead, lean in, smile a little, and say, this problem is my opportunity. That's how ordinary people do extraordinary things. That's how setbacks become comebacks. That's how obstacles become stepping stones. Remember this, see problems as opportunities, and your life will never be the same again.